and hello everyone to our Lunch and Learn today, together with Google, our very first client, and our special guest, David Nasseri, on the topic of how Google has been pioneering employee mobility in Switzerland for the past 10 years. I would assume they've been pioneering it not just in Switzerland, but we are talking about Switzerland and in specific Zurich. Just talk about a little bit of the history of Google in Zurich and our collaboration in Zurich, and then also go a bit deeper into the impact of it, but then also what is coming. What I'm really interested what Google, and especially David, what you think the future of mobility, of corporate mobility, looks like.
My role is part of the real estate and workplace services team in Google. The short is RUS, or EWS, divided really into the real estate side of things. So the team that procures the real estate, will construct what we have, whether that's ground up or interior construction, and then also handles all the transactions. But when we actually own real estate, as in when it's in operations, that's my team, the workplace services side of things. We are responsible for your classic, array of facility management. They suddenly started to reach out to us about, I need to get back and forth between, the seal post, which is right near the train station, which is where our first offices in Häberli were, and our other building in Häberli. But there's no bikes available. I need to be able to do this quickly. Can we add more bikes? And it was interesting because it was something we were completely new to. But we realized, oh, wait a second, we have this problem, right? So it changed how we looked at the whole program, I think.
Yeah. And I also remember, because you grew so quick. We started in 2014 with, I think, 12 bikes at the time. What we did then together with you, and I think it's really also cool because we built the app at the time for you in some form, like it was for Google in Zurich with the locations, but it looks like, what we realize now, the thinking out of the corporate context, the fact that our app is structured that way, solves the mobility issues of many other corporates as well, because we think from their perspective rather than from just the user perspective or just the developer perspective. And I just want to point that out, like every 2 or 3 weeks you sat down together with us, gave us feedback until we got our app together.
It's a little bit with the app as well, where we saw that the app was going to help us reduce our overheads, for administrating the product. But then actually it quickly evolved into, we wanted to contractually make it clear that the services, it's what we were buying was a service. I was buying the service of a bike being available 100% of the time, and not a bike. Because that changed, of course, the life. I said, well, it's way cheaper than renting for the same time, most of the time. But for the quality you get, way cheaper. It's nice to be able to drive Teslas, right? I don't know what a Tesla Model 3 costs to rent from a rental company, but certainly not what they pay. And it's incredibly convenient, of course, because he can go to work, pick up the car, and then take it for the weekend and bring it back the day he arrives at work.